Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. Welcome to the WORDCAFE live show. This is the space where we come in to lean on one another's experience to forge a positive path. Yes, it's always fun coming in here, sincerely. How are you? How are you doing? It's been an amazing season, amazing season. The WORDCAFE turned 5 this year. 2026. 5 years of sitting down, sharing some moments with you. Each time I go back, that it happened in March anyway, it gives me so much joy. And I'm grateful to God. Yes, I often look at the world from the lens of we all came here for a purpose. We have something to offer. And not until you discover it. Like a wise man said, abuse is inevitable when purpose is not found, it's not discovered. I want to talk about what I call today, I want to share with you what I call African intelligence. AI. Not artificial intelligence, but the African intelligence. Do you know that Africa has this intelligence that has been ignored, abused, bastardized, looked down on. So much so that even Africans downplay their own intelligence. Yes. They downplay it. Now, what is intelligence? To start with, what is intelligence? Let's leave the dictionary definitions and all that, and let us look at it from observation. What really is intelligence? When you look at the word intelligence, you have, if you split it, it has a component called intel. Then there's a gens somewhere, like an agent. Intelligence. Okay, I'm helping you. This is how I look at words and begin to get the meaning, in my opinion, the true meaning. So when you say intel, it boils down to what? Information, data. Just like when security agencies are gathering intel. They are gathering information. They are gathering data. Now, upon the gathering of this data, they begin to make informed decisions. Like we say, they make intelligent decisions. And so when you say something is intelligence, it means it has a consciousness. It lives, is alive. It's aware. It can emote. It can give off. So let us bring it home. The African intelligence. Often we look at our intelligence as diabolic, as evil, as, I don't like using that word, but for the lack of better expression, dark. You hear things like dark magic. And it's like, what do you mean by dark magic? I know there was this time I sat with my granddad. One of these days I'm going to, it will be an episode on the show. I'm going to talk about stories from my grandparents or from my granddad. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind, like my grandparents or my mom. So he told us a story. He was a fisherman. He told us a story of his adventures as in along the coast. Now, if you know the map of Nigeria so well, there's a place called the Bight of Biafra. It's down south to the Atlantic Ocean. Now, when you see how the water flows from there's a place called the Kotor Channel. I don't have my map here with me, but I'm just trying to create it. The Kotor Channel, it flows through River State. From the brackish water is simply salt water, it flows and somewhere empties itself along the Orashi axis. Pick up your map, you see what I'm talking about. The Orashi axis empties into it. The Orashi is fresh water, and it runs from the Oba Ebema Ndoni axis of River State straight to Choba River. Then it circles back again. So it will go through River Niger. These were points he was traveling. And I was like, how do you navigate all of these things? He will laugh. He said, we use the stars as a guide. So before I saw most of the things in National Geography and channels and all that, my granddad taught me all of that. Then how the wind direction will tell you it's about to rain. Or when the wind direction tells you where the season is changing, that's where those of us in Nigeria will call it the Harmattan. So that northeasterly wind blows all the way from Sahara, goes through the middle belt, passes through Enugu axis, the eastern axis of Nigeria, then falls into the Atlantic Ocean. It brings in the cold wind. So the middle belt is now Benue, Nasarawa, mostly Jos Plateau, becomes very cold. Am I speaking above your head? We have an intelligence. But this is our problem. We don't appreciate our intelligence. We don't. And as a result of that, we give away value freely. We just give it away, or we don't even value what we have. Now, we come to see that you look at the Western way of reasoning and Western way of functioning. What exactly? Okay, data capturing, data gathering, data collation. That's intels. They are gathering it, putting it together. Data interpretation, interpreting it, so that the next generation can capture it and all that. But we don't have. We are more of the storytelling kind of people, oral information. So from one generation to the others, and it disappears. But again, I see that lately a good number of us are beginning to fight. The other day I read about fight in a good sense. I read about this name, Dr. Tam George. And that's his name. One-time commissioner for information in River State. He won an award. He was recognized globally. I've read his works. Fantastic guy. I love the way he reasons and the way he talks. And I was like, okay. The way he arranges his thoughts in terms of intelligence now, the intel, the data, the information, he puts it together. You can see knowledge expressed. You can see intelligence being transmitted or communicated from one generation to the other. So don't forget this. Human beings are creatures of communication. Our ability to transcend time is as a result of the ability to communicate, like verbally, in terms of the image and all of that. And Africa we have that in abundance. But we have been unable to put this together effectively, capture it, transmit it, appreciate it from one generation to the other. Now let me cite an example with, or further buttress what I'm saying with this. The sound from Africa, the kind of sound, we like large sound, the percussion, the drums, the heavy. So we call it things like Afro, like the Amapiano sound from, is it South Africa now or Southern Africa? Amapiano. While from Nigeria, we have the Afro sound. Like when you listen to Fela's tunes, they call it jazz, as in the global scene, but actually he calls it Afro. And you come to see that when those pieces come together, they are very powerful, vibrant, heavy. So imagine we bringing that into the education. Just imagine that for a minute. Now ask yourself that question. That's it. And so I feel we need to appreciate our intelligence, our AI. We need to appreciate it. We need to embrace it in the right sense, then use it to better our society. The African engineering, the African cuisines, and what have you, the African botany, African biology, African geography. I think there's so much value there. I think, in my opinion, there's so much value there, but we need to wake up. All right, guys, it's always fun coming in here to excite you for a good reason. So this is me provoking you. Yes, this is me provoking you in a good way. So go back, query it, and put it together and appreciate your intelligence. Put up your voice out there. There are places we can go make some bold statements. Platforms like LinkedIn, you go make bold statements. You write, you put up a thought there. You're not there to beat down on anybody, but it's just to present your uniqueness. So I'm going to end with this. Each time you look at yourself as being better than the next man, you're only creating an avenue for hate. But whenever you see that you are different, you're only creating an avenue to be complimented. Yep. So they were asking Miles Davis, the Black American jazz singer, that question. Like, why are African sounds better than, said, no, we are not better, we're different. You have yours, I have mine. We're meant to complement. And that's what I want to end with. You're different. So whoever tries to talk down on you, no, you are different. And your difference completes the world. Yes, we're available on all the social media platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X. We have a YouTube channel. Have you subscribed? Please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button so that whenever episodes like this drop, you'll be the first to know. Go ahead, share, like, comment. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. I gotta go now. Until I come your way again. My name is Amachree Isoboye.